Right.
Good morning, Jussara.
Good morning. How are
Luis,
you?
I'm good.
So nice. Luiz, agora,
Really?
deixa eu ver se eu
I'm
consigo
in
colocar o
the
Luiz aqui na outra sala.
YouTube.
Yeah. O Momon, I put the other class, the other. Right. Let's go. Me, Jussara e Alexandre. Let's go. Today you talk about travel and cultural. Hello, YouTube. I will put the questions in chat for you all. 1 minute, please.
Yes.
Right. So let's go to start with the presentation. I'm Bruna. I live in Brasilia. I'm married. I have 2 sons. I graduated in physiotherapy and physical education, but nowadays I work in public service. In my free time, I love to practice workout. I love dancing. At Sunday, I love to ride a bike in that park here in Brasilia. What else about me? I love reading. Nowadays, I read a different book is about the Japanese uh, people. And that's it for me today. And you, Jussara, can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, my name is Jussara. I'm 47 years old, and I'm a teacher, Portuguese teacher, in public school in Brasilia. I'm living in Brasilia, but I'm from Minas Gerais. I have 2 cats, and I live alone. And I love workout and practice activities for outside. For example, running, bicycle, and swimming.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. And swim.
Sorry.
That's okay. And swimming. I read a book. The last book I read, I talk about approach to desenvolvimento humano and the mindset, and a Christian's books, and let me see. I love travel, and this immersion talk about travel and cultures. I love travel, and is it? And you, Alexandre?
Okay, sorry for I was attending the phone, the call. But I'm Alexandre. I'm from Victoria. I'm 70. I'm married. I have 2 kids. I like to go out to do something different at the near the beach, go to the gym, biking, and play the guitar sometimes, study English a lot.
Right.
I read more than 10 books in English. I read the Pedagogy of the Oppressed twice from Paulo Freire. I read the Romeo and Juliet 8 times.
Oh my gosh.
But only 48 pages. But to understand the verb in the past, how the verb in the past, because the story passed in the 16th century, so in the past. So the story is right in the past. You can see how the verb. I read this book 8 times to develop my English.
All right.
And I read 2 books from Sherlock Holmes. All the books are in English because I can develop more my English. right? That's it.
Yeah. So nice. Thank you, Alexandre.
Nice.
Thank you, Jussara. So let's go to start about the travel. I love it to travel too. Which country would you like to visit and why, Jussara?
Um, I love travel. Um, um, I would like to visit many countries and many cities in Brazil and many countries like Itália and Toscana. Por exemplo, né, Toscana, que vive na Florentina, Florença, I don't know,
Florença.
Florença, and United States and Canada and New Zealand, because these countries and the Highlands in Scotia, because I watch many movies about these cities, these countries in this. It's a very interesting and some shine my eyes. So one day I would like to visit these cities, these countries.
All right, so nice. I think it's so beautiful place that you showed. In my case, my actual my dreams is to visit the China and the Thailand because I understand that it's they have a different cultural the people is very different too. So for example, the China for me, I understand that is you have the how do you say this? The past China and the modern China. Maybe it's possible to compare it to know about this. I think they have a big technology nowadays, so I want to visit this place, and special the China, of course. But my husband, every time that I said I want to visit the China, no, never, no, please, I want. I think it's very interesting place, but my husband have I don't know what is specific the problem about the China. Maybe about the food, because they eat a different food, the different bugs. Maybe I don't know, but I want to know in special the food like it. And you, Alexandre, which country you would like to visit? Because
I guess
you visit many country, no? Do you know many
no,
country?
no,
No,
no. A
Canada,
little.
United States.
United States, I went to from Canada. I went to New York, and I I could say I visit Pennsylvania and New York twice 4 days. But Canada, well, I went to Canada twice. I went to Canada 2019 in Toronto, 30 days in Toronto. And from there, we went to New York and back to Toronto. And last September, I went to Vancouver. My wife says that I have a family there
Mm.
Yeah.
because I'm fall in love with Canada. Yes, I'm planning to go to Montreal.
Oh
And,
my gosh.
and then he says, you have a family there, you have a children there, you have a woman.
The woman. No.
Because Canada, I visit Victoria as well. Victoria is a capital of British Columbia, 2 hours from Vancouver. And Whistler is a place where people can ski in Vancouver, near Vancouver as well. So I plan to go. In September, my son asked me to go invited me to go to New York with him, and I accept. So I need to be healthy to go. But I'd
Great.
like to visit
I
other
love this invited, no?
London. London is very beautiful. New Zealand, Italia. I don't like Paris too much. I don't know. But someday, one day maybe I can go there. But Sarah, if you have how to afford your trip, go now. It's important. It's not delay your dream. Yeah, try to realize your dream. When you are
Thank you.
healthy,
Yes.
when you can go, right? You don't give up.
This is in my plans to this year or next year, for travel to know this, Italy or United States, for example. Oh, I plan to my friends to travel for Chile and Uruguay. Uruguay. Yes, Uruguay. Uruguay and Chile, and this year or in January next year. And
Nice.
plans.
Close to us here, close Brazil, you have a lot of interesting country, no? Like Chile. I know Chile. I loved this
My
country too.
friends went there in other situations, but I'm not. I've never traveled for another country. So it's
All right.
I like to.
So, Alexandre, can you describe an interesting tradition for our country?
Here
For
we
you.
have Carnival. We have how do you say Semana Santa? The Eastern week.
I don't know.
Easter.
We have some important holidays that people could celebrate the religion. I think it's the tradition ever since people are here. From Portugal, yeah, what Brazil as a colony, they sent here a lot of priests to develop the Catholic religion. So people,
Yes.
a good tradition in Brazil is Catholic tradition,
Yeah,
right?
it's true. But in your city, for example, Vitória, you said no? Do you live in Vitória?
In my city, we celebrate. I don't know about celebration here. May 23 is the day of the man that came to get Vitória as a Portugal governor, Domingo Martins, I guess in April 23, I guess. But we don't have many tradition here. People like eating torta capixaba. I know torta capixaba is very traditional, but Carnival is out in Brazil, here as well. But I don't remember the important tradition we have here. Specific in Espírito Santo, I don't remember.
Or no? For example, here in Brasília, it's very traditional, the Independence Day. We have the parade, a military parade.
Yeah.
We have, I understand that it's the capital of Brazil, of course. We have the the more celebration every year you have it, and every year you come, everyone come, a lot of people come to Brasilia to watch the military parade. Nowadays, it's not only military parade. We have a lot of other situations, civil. I understand it's a civil parade, no? Because you have the civil in the situation. And for you, Jussara, can you describe in specific interesting tradition from Brazil that you loved, for example?
In my city, João Pinheiro, in Minas Gerais, Minas. In Minas is very important, this June, né? In June, we have São João, né? 23 June is a festa celebration, né? Festa junina is a great party and involve all people, and Christians is a Christians. This party is Catholic. So in many churches there are barraquinhas. I don't know, it's in English, barraquinhas and kermesses, and in north, in Nordeste is the same, is a very common the festa, né, as festas juninas. For example, in Campina Grande is the biggest São João, né, is quadrilhas and dancing, a kind of dancing, and yeah, I love because there are foods, delicious foods and cakes and candies, and for example, apple candy, apple love, né? Maçã do amor, I don't know. I dance in a quadrilha, and yes, there are other Paris, other celebrations, but my favorite is São João. São João.
So nice. Yeah, I'm the je suis, bon, je suis. I'm already with you. That Brazil, we have a lot of traditionals. No, I love it. It's so big, the country. So let's go the next question. How do you prepare your luggage when you are going to travel? Alexandre, you put a lot of things in your luggage. It's necessary to buy to pay for send your luggage. No? You put only enough for you?
And the last trip to Vancouver, my bag was 17 kilograms, 17. But I put more clothes than I need to use that because I wasn't used to low temperature. So then I need to use warm clothes all the time. I had to buy some warm clothes because temperature was 10. But the temperature there is like in the summer is 20, 22, 25. In the winter is like 3, 4, 7. Never goes to minus 1, 2. Toronto is harsh. Temperature in
Vancouver,
Toronto.
no?
No, Vancouver is over in Vancouver is just over California.
Uh-huh.
It's near the Pacific Ocean.
All
So
right.
it's more warm, right?
Mm.
And the temperature never goes to minus 0 or 0, 1, 2. It's a quite let's say a nice weather. Yeah. I'd like to live there because it's a nice weather, and it's difficult to get a shower because when you go get a shower, it's hard to take off your clothes and go into the shower, and then in the shower, it's hard to go out of the shower because it's very cold, right?
Yeah.
We used to hot weather. There, the weather is very not so low, but very lower than Brazil. Very, I say far lower than Brazil.
All right. So, but I don't know if you realize about this. When you travel for place, we have the weather, low weather, the winter, for example, the Vancouver, maybe you put a lot of sweater, a lot of pull, but it's not necessary because you don't use, you don't wear the clothes every time because you don't need to change the sweater, por exemplo, casaco grande, a big clothes sweater, for example, you don't it's necessary only one, not put it two,
Yeah,
three, four, for example, only one is enough. No.
I put on my bag. I I was right because I use it every day when I was at home. I put my how do I say the um the name é um roupão, né? Que você usa, ele é quente. Mas I had to buy some clothes to go out because I was studying in school. And it was for me, it was very cold, the temperature. Because I am not used to cold weather, right? I am not too hot weather. Now it's 32 here. See that? Good weather, 32 at home.
Yeah. All right. And you, Sarah, how do you prepare them? You put a lot of
Uh,
things or no? You are a woman, don't
sometimes,
so.
sometimes I put a lot of things. In the when I travel to São Paulo and the weather is instable, so it's the rain a lot. But when already when stay there is a rain one day, then is a hot and the sun for all the travel. We stay there for 50 15 days. So is a horrible to levar the baggage for uh, um, for I all no all places in the heavy bag, and it's necessary because I didn't use the 15% the clothes we live. And nowadays I think this I leave too less clothes, so frequently I exagero and leave more than I use is the problem. So
Yeah, I
eu aprendo,
understand
I
you.
learn, I learn.
I understand you. In the past, I took a lot of clothes, but nowadays I understand that if it's not necessary, okay, I
Mhm.
reserve because I don't want to pay for the other luggage, to send the other luggage, for example. And nowadays, the low cost company, maybe it's only 10 kilograms. So you put only enough for you to wear in the travel, no? Maybe like this. So about the accommodation for you, the number 7, Jussara, what type of accommodation do you prefer when you travel? Hotel, hostel, or apartment rental, like Airbnb?
I've never used to hostel. So my mom, I travel a lot with my mom, and she's like to a very ship this place because she think is the pay in the with other things, not to place to dream, to sleep, and I I think interesting the hostel with in São Paulo, for example, we stayed in two, three hostel. It's a nice place, and the great is structure. And in the Chapada, né, Chapada dos Veadeiros too, we stay in a hostel. So interesting. It's more simple, but interesting. No, but I prefer hotel. And it's more agradável, it's more nice, it's more comfortable. But depend is the situations, and yes.
Right. I have never stayed at a hostel. I don't know if it's so good. Sometimes I think I will share my things with the other that I don't know, and I'm worried about this. And about the bathroom, it's common with everyone in the hostel.
Yes, in one is a common, but the others no is private, in private. Depend this hostel. And one day in na Chapada dos Veadeiros, it is a common. The bathroom is comunitário. So in São Paulo, no, in São Paulo it's private ai, to quarto lá, esqueci. The room, our room.
Communal. Yeah, great idea. Maybe, but I have never used the hostel. I prefer the hotel too because I understand we have more
Sorry.
comfortable. No problem. We have more comfortable in the hotel. I love the breakfast. For me, oh my
Yes.
gosh, I dream every time with the breakfast because I love the breakfast. I love the comfortable the hotel. About the apartment rental, I think it's very interesting. I stay in the past with my family in the Airbnb. I rented the
Yes.
apartment, but I understand that you don't you have it's possible you have comfortable, but you need to do many things in the house. For example, to cook, maybe I don't want, and clear something. Well, when I travel, I prefer to stay at the home, the hotel. And you, Alexandre?
What question are you answering?
The number 7 about the accommodation. What do you prefer when you travel? Hotel,
So,
hostel?
neither one. I went to a family house.
Yeah.
Yeah, twice. I went to a family
Here in
house.
Brazil too, or no? In the other,
No,
only
in
in the other
Brazil.
country?
In Brazil, we use hotel
All
or
right.
pousada. They call it pousada.
In the other country, do you use the family? Oh, yeah.
Because when you go
Tell
to
me more.
study,
Uh,
when you buy exchange program to study abroad,
All right.
you need to go to a family house. It's cheaper than go to the hostel or
Yes.
to the hotel. So in Toronto, in Vancouver, I stayed in a family house. It's not so comfortable, but I had a single room, right? A bed, a wardrobe, and air conditioning to make the temperature nice. But it's necessary to spend less money when you go to be there more than 30 days. I stay in Toronto 30 days, in Vancouver 28 days. It's very expensive if you go to the hotel.
Yes.
And it's not as the food in the family house is very simple, but I'm a very simple person, so I don't uh, have any complaint about the
Do you want to go there alone? Did you
alone,
go?
totally alone.
Yeah.
I bought a plan here, exchange program, and then the school send us the authorization, and they send us the name of the family and the phone to call or email to write, and then you can go. It's easy to do, right? Like the in September, I went to Vancouver. I never been there before, and then I wasn't. I wouldn't like to pay subway or pay Uber or tax. So I asked her in a WhatsApp, how could I get her house? It was this. So she said, "Oh, leave the airport, cross the view, go get the subway, go to downtown, and I wait for you there in the specific place." But it was more than easy because I need to, in downtown, the waterfront station, I need to get the sea bus, the bus that crosses the sea, the ocean, the Pacific Ocean. I got the sea bus to go the other side of the city, North Vancouver. So I was a little uh, afraid of, but everything went okay. Everything.
No. Oh my gosh, it's a great experience, no?
Yeah,
So
it's
nice.
a challenge, a very
Yeah,
good
of
challenge.
course.
Of people, the older people go to do that. It's very challenging.
Yeah. I understand when you travel for the other country, it's a challenge because it's about the language too, no? Nowadays, for me, it's more or less it's calm, it's relaxed because it's possible to speak a little bit in English, of course, but I understand is the other cultural and you have more pay attention. I understand like this, no?
Yeah,
Maybe. Go ahead.
Vancouver is a world immersion because a lot of people out from all over the world, like Japan, China, South Korea, uh, they work there. The India people, they are there to work and they are there to study. So in Vancouver, you don't see Canadian people. You don't see strange people, foreign people, because they
I
go there to
think in
study.
the all Canada, no, you have they have a lot of foreign people. It's
Yeah,
not a nativity. I'm Canada. No, I think
Canada
India
is
and
a big
China.
country.
Yeah, like
Yes.
this.
Canada
It's
is
nice.
big country, but they don't have the like we have 200 million people. Canada has only 40 million people, 40 million habitantes.
Yeah.
And then the border is open to everyone goes there and work. If you
Let's
want
go
to
there,
work in,
people.
yeah, a lot of people go to Canada to create a company to work in supermarket as a delivery, as a driver Uber, or a lot of as a doctor. lot
Yeah.
of people.
But about the Canada, I understand the challenge it's because the weather, the low temperature, it's complicated, for us, and especially for us in Brazil, because we have a great weather here in Brazil, no?
Yes,
Maybe.
New York is the same. The temperature in New York is close to Toronto. And then when the weather is slow in Toronto, it's slow in New York. The same
Oh,
weather, like everything is frozen, people are dying because of the frozen weather.
yeah, it's complicated. And tell me one thing, it's very interesting for me because I have a great problem when I travel about the souvenir. I needed to bring some souvenir for my parents, for my relations, relative, for example, and I have a problem. What souvenir, the number 8, what souvenir would you like to bring back from your travel? For maybe to give for the other person, maybe for you, you have this tradition to buy souvenir, Jussara?
Um, for a long time, I bought two souvenirs with my family. So in the last the last travel, I need to don't buy to souvenir anywhere, anything, anyone. So because it's just necessary. There's sometimes we buy to you pay to souvenir with the people. So and the people is not interested or don't care, don't, and so I and my mom we don't buy two souvenirs for anyone, nevermore.
Right. Yeah. And
So
for you, go ahead.
is for travel to another countries is a possible, is a different, but in Brazil is same, is equal. For example, I bought to imã, né? Imã de chama de refrigerator, so I buy to me, but another people is no is with a different. If I I show this different gift is okay, but is a common in all Brazil is the same souvenirs, is a similar souvenirs in other cities. So it's a very sem graça. So
We.
I don't buy I'm not.
Yeah, complicated. And for you, Alexandre?
So I don't like to buy souvenirs, even when I travel in Brazil. Even though in Northeast Brazil we have a lot of good souvenirs to buy. In Toronto, when I went to Toronto in New York, I bought some souvenirs. They was cheap to buy, but then I realized that all the souvenirs were made by China, made in China.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the souvenirs in New York, in Toronto,
Made in China, but it's
in-
specific for the country, no?
yeah, they made the
Everything it's made in China. Come on.
Liberty Statue, Ciental in Toronto, say top the I forgot the name of the building in New York, but the building is from the souvenir is from the city New York, but made in China.
Yeah.
But last trip I didn't buy any. I bought a lot of clothes. Yeah, I bought. But souvenir not. Instead, now they are expensive, right?
Yeah, but do you buy clothes for the other person? For your relative,
I
for your
bought I
sons
bought
or no?
blouses for my
Shirts?
kids, my children.
All
I
right.
bought some clothes to my wife and my children, and for me.
Yeah, so nice. I will try to do the same, but all the time, oh, when I travel, it's the moment, oh my gosh, now I need to go out to s- to search something for bring for my relative. So I hate this moment because sometimes about the clothes it's impossible. In special when I travel for other country in the United States, for example, because the difference the signs may be. So I understand it's complicated. I brought something for my son the last time, and it's don't so good. It's impossible to wear this because no serviu. So I hate this. Now I understand.
In New York and in Canada, you can go to Chinatown. Chinatown is a place, a neighborhood where a lot of Chinese people live, and they had a lot of souvenirs. And there in Chinatown is the souvenir is cheap. But if you go buy souvenirs when you are crossing the the bridge from Brooklyn to to the New York's there's a bridge in New York in Brooklyn to I forgot the name, the famous to get the Times Square. If you buy souvenir there, it's very
Oh,
expensive. But if
yeah,
you go to
I know.
Chinatown, choose a day to go to Chinatown and spend 4, 3, 5 hours there, and you
Yeah.
can buy a lot of cheap souvenirs.
All right. Great for your tip. So let's go the number 11. How do you think travel enrich your understanding of the world? For you, Alexandre.
So when I went to abroad, I came back to Brazil with some knowledge like they are more simple than us, right? Even Chinese, Japanese, South Korean people, and they are very simple. They don't wear nice clothes. They wear simple clothes, right? They are very helpful with you all the time. If you want something, they are able to answer you, help you all the time. It does happen in Brazil, right? I remember when I was in New York, take picture. Everyone was asking me, "Can I take picture for you?" Because I will try to get picture by myself. So people was offering to take picture of me, right? Here, if you ask someone to help you take a picture, they like it's strange. Why? Why you asking me to get picture? But in New York, in other country, when you try to get a picture like we make selfie, people offer to help you all the
Yeah,
time.
so nice. I agree with you, Alexandre. And you, Jussara? The number 11.
How question?
11.
11. Uh, um, I I advise to the first study about the city, study about the culture, because for example, compadre have a problem with food, and the same in Brazil, for Bahia, these people like to more azeite de dendê, and the many people is have a problem. I have a problem with these foods with a lot of dendê, and So I advise the people for um, take care of the foods, take care of the security in the cities, for example, in the beaches, and there are many cities, very kind, very calm. So Fortaleza, Rio de Janeiro is not is more have a problem with, for example, os arrastões, and is advice to people for don't leave the objetos and necklaces and ears and or objects to show the attention, and they show the attention the people. And yes, is other advice is to look for roteiro, né? Make a roteiro to the and for know these new places. Is it? Is it?
So nice. Thank you, Jussara.
Mm.
Welcome, everybody. So, Christian, how was the conversation for you?
It was so nice because we could share some experiences. Luis told us a little bit of his experience in France because he's living in France right now. So we could exchange or share some personal experience about language, about traveling, about living in different places. So it was really good for us.
All right, so nice. Thank you. And Yasmin, for you, which country would you like to visit and why? The number one.
As for me, I think Turkey, because there are a lot of historical places, beautiful landscapes too. And in the Istanbul city, there are a lot of cats in the streets, and I would like to visit this country.
Right, so nice. And for you, Welsin, it's right? I pronunciate it right?
Wowzing. Wowzing.
Welsin. So thank you, sorry.
Yeah.
For you, do you live in French that Christian said? Yeah?
No, I'm living in Brazil.
Luis.
All right.
Luis.
Luis. All right. Yes, Luis. So for you, how was the conversation?
It's very good. I like so much things like this, travel and another cultures. I love so much this thing. It's very
Yeah.
good.
The number 7 for you, what type of accommodation do you prefer? Hotel, hostel, Airbnb?
Well, I always prefer hotel because the cost benefits is very good to be in my family, and always hotel is and travel like travel to beach. Hotel is very near to beach, and I like this.
So nice. Thank you. And for you, Ricardo, how was the conversation?
Very nice, pleasant.
Yeah.
Walls and Yasmin provide some details about us, about yourselves, and that's nice. That's nice. It's an opportunity to know good aspects. That's nice.
Nice. For you, which country would you like to visit?
It's hard to mention just one, but if you have to do, France, Paris particularly.
So
It's a little
nice.
cliche, but I study French 1 year and a half, and I became curious about this country.
So nice. But do you speak French?
If it is possible, I talk French worse than English, and so in this case, it's possible to know how my French is. Just comment ça s'appelle? Je parle seulement un peu de mots.
All right, so nice.
If I ask you,
Go ahead,
if I ask
Alexandre.
you comment allez-vous, what you can answer me? Comment allez-vous,
Comment
Ricardo?
allez-vous?
Très bien, très bien.
So nice.
Oh, n'a pas de quoi? Or, n'a pas de quoi?
I will do an immersion in French and in English in the same moment, all right?
Oh my
It's
God.
possible practice. And for you, Luis, tell me about you. How was the conversation for you?
Well, it was an amazing conversation. We shared a lot of experience, good and bad experience, something that I think that it's an opportunity to share the real experience. All right.
Yes, exactly.
And
I love to talk.
yes, about an important topic. Said it's a subject that I like, and I even didn't know what about this conversation. I really know when I got it, and that's good. It was a pleasure.
So nice. Tell me about the number 7. What type of accommodation do you prefer? Hotel, hostel, Airbnb?
Oh, I think that it's me. Sorry.
Yeah, for you, Luis.
Well, I think that depends on the situation. You need to consider how long have you ever been in another place. For example, if you will be stay long, I think that Airbnb could be good on the beginning. And
Maybe cheaper, no?
yes, I think that could be good and cheaper, but after you be in another place, after you have your place, you will be able to search for other things and good things also. You
Yeah.
will find you need to walk, to talk with, to ask
Right.
for
That's
something.
it. Thank you so much, Luis. So you don't have more time. So thank you for your participation here in these immersions. Thank you, Alexandre, Christian,
Thank you.
Ricardo, Wauzen, Luis, and Yasmin. And see you soon in the next immersion in English. All right?
See you soon.
Bye. Have a nice day. Have a
Bye-bye.
nice weekend.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.